Hello Twin Flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Subscribe, join our beautiful family because we're here for you every day. Now I'm going to use 6 decks of cards today to really tune into you, your divine masculine and your divine journey. And I want to say a big thank you to whoever sent me this beautiful Angel Tarot deck by Jayne Wallace. This come through anonymously yesterday. I love it. So I'm going to be using these today. The Indigo Angel Oracle, 2 decks of tarot. We're going to use the Major Arcana of the Gilded, and we're going to use the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot that I love. We're going to use some Divine Goddess Oracle cards to tap into the feminine energy, and the Tarot of Dreams, because a lot of you right now are dreaming about your twins, masculines dreaming of feminines, feminines dreaming of masculines, and I really want to tune in and see what's going on. Now I'm hoping to be live later doing a question and answers, and if I'm not live today, it will definitely be tomorrow, so pop on your notification bell. And there is openings now for moderators, so check that out. And yesterday I want to say a big thank you to everyone who jumped on the live stream I did about my journey. I did decide to remove that last night because there was sensitive content in there. You know, I mentioned names and I talked about childhood, and I just feel that it was a live event. So if you did catch that live, then obviously you were meant to hear the messages. I think me and George are going to do a stream sometime later in the year, and we're going to do a Q&A and you can ask us questions. But if you don't know, I am a twin flame in union, and my twin flame George is also a reader on here, and you can check him out, Blue Ice Tarot. He also posts videos about the masculines on a daily basis. There's also content right now on Pixie Power Tarot, because yesterday I just did a general reading for that channel and an amazing twin flame message came out. So if you haven't already, go and check it out. The information is in the featured channels list. So let's get into this reading then. So it's a fresh day today, new beginnings, fresh start. What do we need to know, please, angels, for the divine feminines? Wow. Jumping out the deck there. What do we need to know for the divine masculines today, please, angels? And what do we need to know for the journey? Wow, look at that jumping out. What do we need to know, please, for the divine feminines today? Thank you. What do we need to know for the divine masculines? This is my favourite part, to be honest, the shuffling. What do we need to know for the journey? And what do we need to know for the feminines? Thank you, angels. Wow, I take out anything that's jumping. What do we need to know for the divine masculines right now? What are the masculines going through? And what do we need to know for the journey? And there's been some really powerful messages coming up lately about, you know, masculines telling the feminines that you are the future. So there's really powerful energy coming in. What do we need to know for the feminines, please? Thank you. I've just spied a Halloween Oracle deck in this that's mixed in. Interesting. We'll see if it comes out. What do we need to know for the masculines today, please, angels? And what do we need to know for the journey? Wow, look at that one. So there is a Halloween Oracle card in here. I've just seen it. Let me see if I can find it because it might be important. There it is. Let's have a look. Joy. Wow, joy. Rejoicing in the present. I love it. Sometimes when I'm doing readings, because I use that many decks of cards, I do find the odd card is mixed in with other cards. So obviously that's a sign there. So a lot of joy coming into the connection, divine feminine surrendering, you know, letting go of the old to bring in the new. So I feel a lot of regeneration around right now, especially with the spring energy. You know, there's been a lot of tears going on. And I feel the feminines may be feeling a bit emotional today. You know, the masculines, they're giving me this eye for the masculines and this eye for the feminines. And today it's like the feminines are feeling a bit teary. So, you know, you're going to be really feeling your masculine today. And you may be absolutely in gratitude. And that's also bringing in this emotion. Because when you're feeling grateful, you know, you feel emotional. You feel joyous and everything just washes over you. You know, you feel elation. I've been through that many times where I've really been in joy over the journey. And, I've been speaking to heaven. And this was way before me and George came into union. I was feeling joyful about being who I am and where I am and what I'm learning. And joy and elation washed over me, and I felt emotion. And I feel that's what you're feeling today, feminines. You're feeling emotion for the journey, for who you are, for what you're learning. And it's bringing in elation. That's the word they're giving me for today. And it feels like, there's tears of love. Tears of emotion. You're feeling this amazing, immense love and gratitude for your masculine and for your journey. So a lot of power coming in today. What do we need to know for the feminines, please, angels? What do we need to know for the divine masculines? And what do we need to know for this amazing journey? Wow, a few cards coming up for the journey then. And final deck, what do we need to know for the feminines today? What do we need to know for the masculines? I love it when they just jump out like this, you see. And what do we need to know for the journey? Wow, okay, journey. So let's get this going then. Okay, so elation coming into the journey and joy. So let's start then with the divine masculines today and see what's going on. So we've got fear energy around the masculines again, but we've also got the Emperor. So the masculines are becoming the Emperor for you, and I talk about this all the time. The Emperor is about stability. It's about knowingness. It's about tuning in with mind and really balancing that with the heart. So they are really moving into this fresh energy right now with a new state of being. Yet they're dealing with the fear. So they deal with the fear because that's the ego. And the ego edges God out. It creates fear, which is illusion. And fear is a false experience appearing real, especially if they're involved in a third-party situation, because they know they have to release that. And there's a lot of emotion about their journey right now, about moving forward and making a conscious choice to be with you. And that's exactly where they are and what they're doing. So they're turning into the Emperor, they're fighting through fear, they're moving through the darkness, they're having sleepless nights and worry, especially because they feel restricted right now. Thank you, they're giving me the fear. The fear energy always comes through as like a burpee energy that needs to be released, and that's coming all the way down from the solar plexus. So when I'm tuning in with these cards, and it's understandable because the fear cards, there's a lot of fear coming out. Because they're working through fear. They're working through this energy of emotion and acid and pain to move into the Emperor energy. So this will be like heartburn, acid reflux. You may even be picking up on these things. When they're eating things, the stomach's gurgling and it's bringing up acid, it's burning them because it's the fear energy coming out and they're releasing. The angels are telling me it's like the final release of what needs to go. So the purging right now, the purging emotion, feelings, situations, becoming the Emperor. So it's understandable they'll be having sleepless nights. And when they are sleeping, they are dreaming. And they're dreaming about you. They're traveling to you. And they're also working out in dream states how they can remove anything that's binding them to where they are. If they're married, they need to untangle themselves. Separation, divorce, they need to untangle themselves. Financial responsibilities, if they've got children. Working out how to move out of a family situation, how to change things when they're in a different country than you. And there's now restrictions in place. There's a lot of change going on in the outer world, and that's affecting the masculine's inner world. And it's all happening for the right reasons because the masculines are now going within and sorting things out. So it's showing they're dealing with fear today. And the trapped energy is the fact that they feel restricted because they can't go outside. There's quarantine going on, lockdowns everywhere, but also because they feel trapped in their present situation. And they are fighting against this right now to balance their mind, to heal their emotions and find their way to you. So this is obviously, if they're in a situation that they're not happy in. And remember, the masculines have escaped before. They've always been in this trapped energy, but they've managed to escape. And the way they've escaped is by going to work, by going out with friends, by doing other things, even distracting themselves with things like alcohol, some of them distracting themselves with food. And now all of these things aren't available. You know, they're being forced to stay at home. They're being forced to sober up. They're being forced to get wise. So they're going within and facing up with their situations, and they're facing the devil that's sitting on the shoulder, which is their own ego. So they're going within and they're facing their fears, and it's making them deal with things. You know, they're thinking about the past. So when they're dreaming about you, they're going over memories. And what I'm feeling in this card is memories. You know, that you're there in their sights and they are being stripped bare. They're becoming vulnerable. They're thinking about the past. They're thinking about the journey, about the connection to you, how they are moving forward towards you. And the angels are showing you, you know, we've got theft. And what this is showing me is when they're thinking about the past, they feel like they've been robbed of that time. The masculines feel like they've been through a sacrifice and they've made a sacrifice of their own happiness. So they feel they've been robbed of time with you. They've been robbed of real love. And that's why they're showing this as a theft here. And the Seven of Swords is all about wearing a mask, deception. You know, back and forth energy, not sure what they're doing, acting like a fool. And they've acted like a fool in the past because they haven't really shown you the way they truly feel. Or if they have, they've been quick to take it back because they've been afraid of the fear, afraid of what it all means, afraid of the feelings. So they feel like they've had these memories robbed and, you know, stolen from them. They feel like time has been stolen from them. And now they're facing the truth and they're going within. And they're realising that they're not alone. They're realising that they have the support of heaven surrounding them and that they can feel you within them and around them. They are feeling you and they are realising that they are not alone on this journey, that you're in this together, that you're making conscious choices to work towards this together, towards this new beginning, this new world. So there's a freshness coming into the connection and the masculines are feeling this today. But I do feel this is a day when they are dealing with their emotion. This is a day when they are going within. They are feeling restricted. They're fighting. I feel anger energy coming out for the masculines, frustration. So they're dealing with a lot of emotion today. And this is another reason you're going to be feeling their tears. Okay, so you're going to be feeling joy and elation, but I feel you're also going to be feeling this immense kind of sadness and depression that's surrounding the masculines because they feel restricted. They're like lions in a cage. You know, they're moving up and down the cage right now. They're stomping about. They want to get out. You know, they're getting angry. So I feel there's conflict going on in karmic situations. If they're stuck at home with a partner, or even with family members, you know, they're getting very angry, they're frustrated, and they're going within. So they're very narky right now. So if they're communicating with you, they're either going to be in a vibration of love because they want to hear from you, they want to reach out, they want to feel you because they want nurturing from you, or they're going to be lashing out because they're in that energy of feeling like something's been taken from them. So the angels are surrounding the masculines today more than ever, especially Archangel Raphael, helping them to know that they are not alone. They're being guided to learn something new. And this is about testing the connection, you know, putting the foot in the water, wanting to reach out to you, but it's scary. So when they're putting the foot in the water, they're testing it first, making sure that it's not hot and it's not cold, it's the right temperature. So they're making sure that you're the right temperature. So the angels are telling me there's a lot of watching going on right now. And as I said, it's something got posted through the door. And this is what always happens. They give you signs. So I feel they're watching you right now because they're wanting to move towards you, to take this step towards you to test the water. So what's happening is the masculines are starting to really check you out. So they're going to be creeping around. So they're probably watching you on social media. They're probably putting your name in Google. So if you're not on social media and you think, well, there's no way that they can find me, they're doing it in silly ways because they want to connect with you in any way they can. So I feel they're watching you in the respect they may just put your name in Google to see if anything comes up, to see if there's any pictures there or any information. I also feel they're going to be going through pictures of you. Now, this could be physical 3D pictures, but I feel it's more mental representations of you. So they're going to be going through the pictures in their mind. You know, they're going through things, they're thinking about you, wondering how you'll react to them if they reach out. And this doesn't mean that you have to, you know, start thinking, oh, well, maybe I should reach out and let them know that I'm there. You know, they have to come to terms with this in their own time. They have to move forward to you in their own way. They have to realise this themselves, that it's up to them now to learn something new, to do something they've never done, because they're moving towards freedom. They're moving through the door, and that door started to open on the 10th of October 2019. You know, the angels showed me a vision, and I spoke about this, and if you've been with me for a while, you'll know this is true. You can go back and watch the videos. There was a door that was opening on the 25th of January. And that door opened on that date. And that was when the Chinese New Year came in, which was very symbolic with what's going on with the coronavirus. And it started in Wuhan. So the doorway opened, and it was opening, and on the 10th of the 10th, there was 4 seals on this door before the door could open, and you could feel things being stripped away, connecting with the journey. So on the 10th of the 10th, it was, you know, the seal of power. So as a divine feminine, you felt more power coming into your life and into your connection and the way you feel. Your connection with the divine felt stronger. On the 11th of the 11th, you felt compassion energy coming in. That compassion was a tool to help you to feel calmer, more at peace, and to understand your masculine's journey and your journey combined. On the 12th of the 12th, it was about stability and putting your house in order. And this was fascinating to me, because the angels told me a couple of years ago that would be the year 2019, going into 2020, to sort out finances and to get stable, because economic crisis is coming in between now and 2024, which is also a huge time for twin flames coming together. So this makes perfect sense. And then the seal of freedom was coming off the door on the 1st of the 1st, the new year, because change was coming in. And this door opens, and now you're seeing the changes. You're seeing the changes, you're feeling the changes, because you know that anything that's been built on sand and isn't stable is being washed away. It's out with the old and it's in with the new. And the masculines are gaining this sense of freedom. And it's all happening through the door that opened, and all of this change coming into the world globally that's affecting finances, affecting jobs, and affecting situations. So the masculines are starting to make a wish, to think about their future, to send love to you. And that's why they're opening the heart right now. They're going within, but they're also exploring things now. They're looking above, they're making a wish, they're deciding what to do. And this is powerful, because we've got the mighty one. Let your darker emotions bring you strength. So the masculines are facing their darker emotions, and it's bringing in strength. And that's powerful energy there. You know, cat energy. And they're like lions roaming around. You're the lioness as the divine feminine, but your masculine will and always will be, is and will always will be, your lion, your Aslan. You know, the one that can be super powerful and strong, but also very loving. And you see that side of them. You may not have seen it for a while because they've been hiding behind the mask. But remember, just like Oz, you know, just like the Wizard of Oz, you know, he's hiding behind a screen. And the masculines are facing their fears and emotions. So powerful. So what do we need to know for the feminines right now? Wow, we've got the goddess of the earth. Look to the earth for answers. And you are the Empress Divine Feminine. So you connect with nature and it gives you power. When you connect with nature and you breathe in the air, you know, you feel the grass or the soil under your feet, you're walking in nature, you're smelling the flowers, you're allowing it to wash over you, you're more connected to the divine than ever. And that's when the answers come. So you're being guided today to ground yourself, to go in nature if possible, to really get answers, to meditate, to find yourself. We've got the goddess of birth here. Look for help to appear when you most need it. So you're being reborn. There's changes coming in and help is being given to you. So you're asking for help and it's being given to you. You're connecting with the energy of the earth, and the Mother Earth and the universe and heaven is bringing you exactly what you need, and that's strength. I love this. And this is super powerful because it shows you in a picture what I've just spoke about. That you've got the lion, which is your masculine, and you are the empress, the divine feminine, the lioness. So there's a lot of strength and power and balance coming into the connection. Wow. We've also got the Empress coming up here in the Radiant White Rider-Waite Tarot. So there you are. This is your connection with nature. This is you being you, the Empress, the power of who you are. So you're standing strong, you're going in nature again. We've got the Ankh energy coming in, the protection symbol. This is about your connection with the world and your connection with your masculine and your connection with the divine. And time is not running out. You may feel like time's running out. Oh, all these restrictions around, I don't know what to do. You're worrying about the time running out. What if your masculine makes it work with their partner? What if, they don't come forward to me? What if there's not enough time? What I'm not getting older? All these things and these thoughts and feelings that go through your mind, but it's all fear, it's all illusion. The time is now. And this is what the angels are showing me. This is you giving it to heaven. Trusting in divine timing, understanding that time is not running out, that you are powerful and strong, and you're also facing fears, going within, reflecting. And this is probably another reason, because they're giving me again like teary energy, why you're really feeling your twin today, because you're feeling them. You may even be watching them on social media today, watching them, going on their profile, looking at their picture, thinking about them, and it's bringing in reflection. So the angels are saying right now you're reflecting each other. There's a lot of mirrored energy, so you're both feeling each other and going within, and it's divinely protected. You're being reborn. There's this rebirth energy, the violet flame here coming in, the power of the emotion, things being reborn right now, facing the truth. And we've got gossip here, the Page of Swords. Don't get dragged into gossip. There's a lot of weird energy around right now because people are in fear. So feminines, stand strong and rise above fear. And if you have to make changes, do what you're guided to do. Rise above illusion. Trust in who you are. Remember that you are strong and express yourself in the way you're being guided to, because you are a powerful expression of the truth, the love and the light. And you're expressing that now to the world. And we've got health as well. So you may be moving forward towards better health, feeling better, eating better, looking after you. And this is also about the health of the world here, that you're expressing your concern for the world, but you're also looking out for the world. So you're raising your vibration and you're being you. And you're starting to feel better, more healthy. So you're calling on Archangel Raphael. You're calling on the angels to heal you and help you and to express yourself the way that you need to do. So don't get dragged into negativity or fear. Trust in who you are. So what do we need to know for the journey then? Find ways to use your innocence as a strength. And this is the Maiden. So both masculine and feminines feel vulnerable on this journey. You both do, because you get stripped bare. So turn that into a strength. It's not a weakness. We've got embrace your passion. So you're feeling passion. And see there, she looks pregnant. So something's being reborn right now. But you have to have patience. You have to trust the journey. You have to have compassion, understanding and love while things balance out. So again, it's a time to sort out your finances. And that's why I think it's a really good idea to do this series on tapping into your financial power, because you can do that right now. You can bring balance in. And you're the Queen of Cups, so you're in your emotion. So the more emotional you are, the better things will be. You could be a water sign watching this, but this is the energy of emotion. Emotion is like an ocean. Everything that happens to us is neutral. It's whether you see it as good or bad that makes the difference. So when you're searching for your thoughts today, make them good ones. Understand that you're being blessed in ways you cannot see, and that everything that you do leads to a blessing. Every mistake that you think that you make is a blessing, because it's a lesson that you learn that leads to the truth. It leads you forward. It brings in power. And you've got the Chariot there to let you know this journey is moving forward. There is change coming in. Light is overcoming dark. It's the polarity of the connection. It's moving forward, overcoming obstacles and seeing the truth and gaining strength. The lion and the lioness, power coming in. That you are in charge of what's going on, feminines, because you have the power over your masculines. You have the power because your masculine listens to you and follows your light and connects with you. And yes, they may not listen to you always on the 3D realm, but they are always tuned into you on the 5D realm. And that's why they're going within. So both of you may be doing some searching today, going within, seeking for answers, going over the past, reminiscing, thinking about things, because you know that this situation has been reborn. And like a jack in the box, things are springing forward. You're coming out of the box now. You're seeing things clearly. You're making music. So you're communicating with each other through music. You're tuning in with who you are. You're making things happen. And you're guarding your thoughts wisely. You know, you've got all the scrolls in your hands there. You know who you are. You're trusting that this is divinely protected, because the High Priestess is bringing in power. This is the angel of power. So you're standing strong and trusting in destiny. The Wheel of Fortune, the destiny, is moving things on, allowing it to move forward powerful. You've got the Chariot coming out twice here. And when it's always mirrored in different decks, it's super powerful, because it shows you exactly what's going on. You know, it shows you that change is on the horizon, that things are moving forward, that change is coming in, strength is coming in. And when your masculine says to you, stay with me, because this is your divine purpose, they mean it. When they are connecting with you on the 5D realm and you're tuning in and feeling them, you know it's connected with your divine purpose. And when you're tuning in with the energy of what's going on in the world and you're starting to see the truth, you know it's part of your divine purpose. So you're coming together right now on other realms, in dreams, astrally, to tune in to your divine purpose, which is connected by angels and connected and protected by angels and supported by rainbows. So you're seeing the divine truth, and that's what's bringing in joy and elation, because you're finding your way. So what do the masculines want to say to the feminines today? Wow, our passion is real. So you may be feeling this power today because you know there's a change coming in, a rebirth, and better things are ahead. We've also got nobody compares to you. So don't doubt who you are in this journey. You are what they think about. You are all they think about. And they want you. Even when there's fear there, they face their fears to be with you. I dream about you every night, and I know that because that's why I was guided to use the Tarot of Dreams. So they're dreaming about you, and I see you in my future. So they are asking you to have patience while they release the fears today, because the fears are in their tummy and they're rumbling all the way up. So if you're having any solar plexus issues today, any toilet issues, you know, maybe you've got a dicky stomach, you know, if something's going on, if you've got acid reflux, if you're burping, if you're struggling to swallow today, it's all connected with the masculine's fear that's been released. So trust in who you are, remember you are loved, and most importantly, know that you are safe. Have a beautiful day, sending you lots of love, and I'll see you soon.